I'll actually use an image, an analogy that I used with my team, and it kind of unlocked them quite a bit. So let me tell you the story. So basically, I told them today we're at a phase where every single company out there is trying to do what the CEO of a candy company did once. All right, what candy company? So, by the way, I made this up completely. I read this somewhere, okay? But I just used it for what I'm seeing with AI for them to understand better. So basically, I read somewhere there's a CEO that came to a very famous candy company. It's the #1 candy company in the world. They have something about the taste that is incredible. All the kids literally grow up eating this candy. It's the best, okay? And when this new CEO comes up, he's not the legacy founder of the company, and he's been brought on to increase the profits, okay? So what does he decide to do? He thinks, look, in terms of revenue, we're really good. Our brand is strong. So what I can do is I can try and create more efficiency, and I'm going to cut expenses. So how am I going to do this? Well, he looks into the candy formula and there's like 47 ingredients, okay? And he thinks, he gathers his team and he says, are the 47 ingredients really necessary to make this candy? So they go on trials and they decide to cut one ingredient. They come to test the candy and wow, it's the exact same. It tastes exactly the same. So he's like, beautiful. And here you go. He increased the profit margin by 1% just by removing this one ingredient. Okay? But he doesn't stop there. Now he wants to understand what is the second best ingredient to cut. The taste of candy, it still tastes the same. Another % extra in profit margin. And he keeps going. Until after 2 or 3 years, they're down to 27 ingredients, let's say. Okay? So far, so good. But what happens is, very slowly, the revenue starts slipping a little bit. And instead of being the #1, now they're #2. And the CEO doesn't understand. Because when he's tasting the candy, he's tasting exactly the same. Okay? But you know what massive mistake he made? Is that when he's testing how to cut from 24 ingredients to 23, when he's tasting that candy, he's comparing it
from the one before instead of from the 47.
Exactly. And that's how he drowned a very successful company. And then he suddenly, decides to pivot around and go back to the 47 ingredients, sales go back up. But the lesson and the moral in the story is what? Is that when you're doing a project, and a long project, research project, whatever that is, and you're doing it with AI, what you are like, you have to keep your, like, I like to do the first 10% myself and know exactly what I want to do instead of going into AI's hallucination and its suggestions, because you can go so far off of what is actually needed. So that's why I do the first 10%. Then the 80% you can use AI with proper prompts and always referring back to the first 10%. And then the last 10% is usually better to give it to someone else, usually your manager, usually someone with a lot of experience, etc., that can help you put you back on track. And hey, we lost this thing here, etc. And then usually you control it well. And it does better than if you just did it yourself manually, of course.